overwhelming to think of a particular story that involved a single building. There were just so many places to choose from, so I started going about this building story from a different angle. So while our communities are influenced by the architecture that surrounds us, I found it important to take a step back and appreciate how the shape of our social interactions define these structures. So for instance, buildings, grassroots gardens, and community centers may be physical boundaries that create definitive spaces, but it's really the dynamic people and the tight-knit communities who engage these spaces that turn the locations into memorable places. So this brings me to my building story, and it is about how the invisible architecture of community building and how Squeaky Wheel helps build the foundation for strong and sustainable communities. And so while Squeaky Wheel resides in a physical space in the Ansonia Center downtown, our mentality is to exist as a conduit and catalyst for people to share their stories and messages through film and video and other forms of digital art and technology. So I'm going to tell you a couple different programs, how we contribute to the invisible architecture. So Buffalo Youth Media Institute is an 8-week program where Buffalo youth explore local communities behind a lens of a camera to make short documentaries about different neighborhoods in Buffalo. Partnerships with local organizations push students out of their cultural comfort zones to meet community leaders and learn about diverse offerings of a particular community. So in previous years, they made films about the east side, the waterfront, downtown, and this summer they focused on the west side. They just had the premiere at the Birchfield Penny last Sunday. And students got educated on issues in the area and connected them directly to entrepreneurs, activists, and leaders that are making Buffalo a better place.
And one of the things that we try to do is we collect dictionaries from our customers, and so anyone that comes in here and asks for a dictionary gets one for free, which is a small thing, but there are so many refugees in this neighborhood that are learning English, and so when they come in here and ask for a dictionary and they get one for free, it's like this amazing Christmas surprise.
So that's the owner of the Buffalo West Side Stories bookstore talking about how if you bring in a dictionary to their store, they give it free to refugees who ask for dictionaries, and that's like a really good gift. So there's a couple of video clips that you might not be able to hear all the way. So here is an image of the Q&A that was last weekend, and so they really learned a lot about Buffalo and the different communities. And what was kind of exciting is that they're making a stronger connection to their environments and feel inspired to engage their surroundings as active citizens. The next program that I want to talk about was Tech Arts for Girls. And this is a year-round program that meets every Saturday at Squeaky Wheel. And it connects young women with strong female mentors who work in media art and technology. And every 6 weeks, the class focuses on different digital media techniques like video production, video game programming, and encourages critical thinking skills.
We learn a lot about programs on the computer and how to use them to do different things. We used like Super Collider and iMovie and a bunch of different other things.
So it's a student that's just talking about how they're learning how to edit, and they're making a music video for a local musician. And so this is a still image from that music video, and it was really fun. Basically, we gave them some costumes and glitter. They met a local musician, and they were just armed with this task to come out with this video. So that was really fun for them, and you can watch the video online. And the next clip will be one from an animation.
Our planet Earth and all of its shining life. Life is not seen, it is felt. Life is everything we love. Life is what we hear, what we taste, what we smell, what we breathe. Life is what we are.
The theme that they were working on was Tree of Life, and it's really amazing what this young girl has done. She was 11, and she learned all about how to do the mouth movements for cartooning, and she did all of this herself. So that's really empowering for these young girls to be able to have this experience. And we even showed that during our animation festival. So they're also getting exhibition opportunities, which go towards their portfolio as young artists and gets them into art school maybe or something else. That's how Squeaky Wheel is building the roots for a generation of confident and tech-savvy females. Yes, fun, fearless, foxy females. So Channels is another program we have. It's a social justice program that pairs organizations with filmmakers to highlight undercover issues and community developments in the Western New York region. And about 20 documentaries have been produced so far, And the next thing that's coming up is going to be a clip from a video called Rooted.
New Belgium Brewing Company has Fat Tire beer, and they've got the Tour de Fat, and said, why don't we make something local, something but unique to Buffalo that's similar to that. So Rusty Chain was born.
It started out when about a half a dozen people walked into the brewery one day and said, we would like you to make a beer.
And so we have Justin Booth from Go Bike talking about how other cities have beers that go toward, like the proceeds of a certain beer that they make go towards biking communities. So they approached Tim from Flying Bison Brewery and asked him if they could do this. And so basically that's how Rusty Chain came about. And what's really exciting about that is apparently Rusty Chain makes 50% of Flying Bison sales, and it helped Go Bike install bike racks across the city. It went from like 12 bike racks to 400. So that was such a great example of how people in the community got together and did something really amazing.
The more we help each other, the more we're all going to grow together. If you're exclusive, that's bad for everybody. If you're inclusive, that's good for everybody.
And here's another clip of Tim talking about if you're exclusive, it's no good, and if you're inclusive, that's when the magic happens. So you can watch that documentary online. I also have a couple of free ones to give away if anybody wants one. This is, oops, we're getting here to the end. And so basically, I just love it when people are open about sharing ideas and putting our strengths to good use. So that's a sampler of how Squeaky Wheel's been bringing people together to share the stories of all the individuals and organizations who are working together to do bold and powerful things in Buffalo. And as a closing statement, it's safe to say that my favorite building story is one of community building and the invisible architecture of the different ways that people in Buffalo work together to creatively engage each other and fully engage the environments around them.